The member for Berowra.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. One of the most rewarding aspects of my job as member for Berowra is creating community change with real results. That's why I've been so proud of this government's Stronger Communities program, which supports the local organisations that enrich our lives. This program contributes to projects that are delivered in the short term with impressive impacts that the community will see themselves over the coming months. My job in this place, first and foremost, is to represent the people of Berowra, and my duty is to deliver for them. It's given me great pride to be able to do so by boosting the organisations that better Berowra every single day. 19 different community organisations in my electorate have shared around $150,000 in government grants, allowing them to strengthen the services they provide to our community. I'd like to take this opportunity not just to shine a spotlight on what I'm delivering for Berowra, but to celebrate those organisations that often go unsung. Scouts provide a fantastic environment for our boys and girls to learn leadership skills and grow through adventure and challenge. I was particularly proud to support multiple Scout groups as they mentor the leaders of tomorrow. West Pennant Hills Scouts received a $10,000 grant for their new roof, replacing their cracked covering, which dates back over 50 years. Cherrybrook Scouts was granted $8,000 for a hall extension so they can keep up with demand for their excellent programs. Normanhurst Scouts also received $8,000 for the renovation of their ageing kitchen, helping them better cater for our community. Asquith Scouts were thrilled with our $8,000 grant, which allows them to increase accessibility through a disabled ramp. Finally, Mount Ku-ring-gai Scouts received $2,500 for new shelving, helping them to properly store the equipment they work so hard to acquire through fundraising. In total, 5 Scout groups will grow thanks to this funding. Scout troop leaders like Kevin Pitt and Justin Kingston exemplify Australia's fine tradition of service through their volunteer leadership. Sporting organisations also play a big role in not just keeping us active, but in strengthening our local identity through the bonds formed by teamwork and competition. Beecroft Recreation and Bowling Club has benefited from $5,000 for recarpeting. The club has a history dating back more than 100 years, and maintenance projects ensure it has a viable and vibrant future. Cheltenham Recreation Club is also celebrating their new corrugated roof on their croquet clubhouse, thanks to a $9,000 grant. Their president, Leslie Tregonning, told me the funding has been a godsend as their roof's been leaking onto their equipment. Cherrybrook's Greenway Giants has received $5,000 so they can upgrade their ride-on mower, which maintains their baseball diamond. The Centre at Dural is the go-to destination for futsal in Sydney, and a $14,000 grant will allow them to renovate their decades-old kitchen and better cater for the thousands using their facilities every single week. Hornsby Ku-ring-gai Sailing Club were grateful for their $12,000 grant, which will see them upgrade their Brooklyn clubhouse, and I'm looking forward to sailing with them in March. Hornsby Berowra Junior AFL Club also benefited from $4,000 in funding for their much-needed improvement of their canteen. 2 parents and citizens groups were passionate advocates for their schools and are deserving of funding. The Normanhurst West PNC granted $5,000 for new all-weather covering that will keep kids sun-safe and active. The Arcadia Public School PNC are installing new fly screens and roller blinds on their canteen to improve their food preparation environment, thanks to a $3,000 grant. Berowra owes a debt to its volunteers, and helping them help others is a rewarding experience. Hawkesbury River Rescue are currently acquiring new equipment like heat-seeking radars thanks to a $17,000 grant, with volunteers like Chris Hayward and Ben Severs being among the many who patrol Berowra's waterways and keep us safe. Wiseman's Ferry Men's Shed, led by Adrian Aitchison, are in the market for a community bus after receiving $10,000 to keep their isolated and elderly residents on the move. The Berowra Rural Fire Brigade received $7,000 so they can increase their storage capacity and be better equipped in the event of an emergency. Studio Arts, led by Deb Sazanoff in Hornsby, is an incredible and inclusive facility for people with disabilities, and a $14,000 grant will help them upgrade their exhibition space and showcase the talents of their amazing young people who perform there. Finally, I'd like to thank the Berowra Stronger Communities Committee who administered the grants in our area. Chaired by the Honourable Chris Miles, its members were Rebel Talbot, Mike De Beer, Justine Slapp, Ken Shady, Celeste Nilala, Felix Lamb and Jennifer Finlayson. Mr Speaker, Berowra is a beautiful electorate, offering stunning scenery, brilliant bushlands and wonderful waterways, but nothing compares to its people and the organisations they support.